Update 6 out, 6.0 out now. Update 6 has arrived on experimental. Some of the new content isn't as far along development as our previous releases. This is our most experimental yet. Experimental period is going to be a little different. We'll be pushing updates to finalize content that is released. Longer experimental period than before. Major world updates, impactful changes to equipment and the MAM progression. Several quality of life updates on the UI side. Full overhaul of our creature AI system. Under the hood changes of major systems. There are no overclocking changes coming in update 6. Ah, okay. So there is no overclocking changes, which is one of the things I was wondering about. They have a completely different background. This looks really cool. But let's jump right in and see what's new. The main one I'm just super excited about is the fact that they've made it so that you can have more slots to wear on your character, because having a jetpack and Blade Runners and not be able to use both at the same time was always such a feels bad moment. So I'm ready to jump around and fly. That's what I'm ready for. I am ready for that. It looks like when I checked this out last night, I loaded it up last night, but I didn't do anything. I just kind of looked over a few things. It looks like even some of the machines have had an overhaul to the look of them. So you've been toying around the experimental build. It looks good. Nice, Raven. Like last night, you know, when I played on Tuesday, I logged out in my new oil processing plant, and even the refineries looked way different to me. I don't know if that was me just misremembering what they looked like, but I feel like the refineries themselves even look different. Are these different than they looked before? Maybe just the coloration, like the smokestacks to me look different. Maybe they changed the way the smoke looks or something, but I think they look a little different. But the thing I'm most excited about right here, head, body, back, legs. Whew! So I can put this on my legs, I guess, right? Nice. I can have this on my back. What can I put on my body, I wonder? You know what? Let's go look at the... It said that there are MAM updates. I assume there's a bunch of changes over here, so... I also wonder... Huh. They changed the map marker things. It's kind of interesting. We might need to go explore the new biome, too. I think the biome has been updated. The biome that I've been talking about wanting to avoid going into because they were changing it. I might need to go check that out. Alright, let's go see. I want to take a look at the MAM and the equipment workshop to see if there's new stuff we can build or changes to things. Do all of my resource generating things look like they're moving? I think they do. Okay. Alright, so this apparently the MAM changed a lot. Alright, so they show that we've completed nutrients, we've completed power slugs, and we've completed hard drive. Alien organisms. Okay, these are new. Hatcher research. Stinger research. Bioorganic properties. Okay, do we have any of these things? I probably am gonna have to kill animals again. Unless I have plasma splitter remains and I have hog remains. So the remains now are specific to the animal. Hatcher. So it looks like, okay, so I've done the hog research, I've done the spitter research. So I actually need to kill spiders and hatchers. Hatchers, I guess, are maybe those egg guys. And I need... Well, I can make alien protein. So I think with some of these guys... What do I have a ton of after this? Can I make 5 alien protein of this now? That's a new thing. Iron rebar, that's been changed to look different. Gas mask, I think looks the same. Oh, that's probably what I could put on my head, which I actually unlocked. I need to make that. Fabric. Hog protein, there we go. Let's make some protein. 7, 8, 9, 10. Where is fabric? Fabric is biomass and mycelia. Biomass and mycelia. Let's make some fabric. Let's make some things. Yeah, it's like you're dealing with COVID, Raven. I'm sorry to hear that, my friend. Feel better soon, my friend. I will second that. So that would be alien organisms. So this guy unlocks organic data capsule. I wonder what organic data capsules do. Organic data capsule. What is this? Data capsule translates organic chemicals into readable alien genetics information used for researching alien organisms. So it's just more research stuff, I guess. Okay, structural analysis. Okay. So I guess that's what I would have needed to have done to get the Rebar gun unlocked. Since I already had some things unlocked, it looks like this is... They updated some recipes, but I'm just kind of completing the ones that weren't available before. Okay, Caterium. I can actually do this guy. Stun Rebar? I can stun? Oh, man. So that's like just better... That's just like better ammo, I think. Let me go get some quick wire for... We're gonna spend a little time with the ma'am here with some of this new stuff. There's also explosive rebar. Ho ho ho. Okay, alright. We are definitely playing with some new stuff here. You feeling better than 2 days ago? That's good to hear. That is definitely good. Alright, let's get high-speed connectors unlocked. Probably gonna need to get those automated. Okay. So yeah, definitely need to get high speed. Those things automated. So there's more stuff we can do, but I want to see stun rebar. Stun rebar. Quick wire. Plus the iron rebar. Did I just use all of my quick wire that I had? Apparently I did. Okay. Oh man, fun with new stuff. If this can stun enemies, that would be amazing. Which is, I would just assume what it would do. What do rebar stack up to? I actually don't know. Let's go up to like 50 shots. Which would be 36. Stun rebar basically freezes people. I like the sound of that. I definitely like the sound of that. Okay. Let's upgrade all our rebar to that. I need to get a gas mask and gas filters. I'm gonna need a little bit of coal for that. But I need to actually make a gas mask. So 100 fabric. So I'm gonna need plenty of mycelia. And I'm gonna need plenty of this stuff, the biomass. Oh, don't fall. Although, I have a... Oh man, I can jump and fly now. Woo-hoo-hoo, that's awesome. That is awesome. Alright, so I need to make fabric first. Where's fabric? Okay. Oh man, I need 100 of this and I'm able to make 59. Okay, I need a lot of biomass for this. It's super fun to stun them and then throw a pulse grenade. And that eats them off a cliff. Wow, that's really cool sounding. Okay, I needed even more biomass than I thought I needed. That's super cool, man. We might just have to not do factory stuff today and just play with all the new toys that are in the game. We might just have to do that. That. Give me that. Or nuke them with nuclear obelisk. Oh, that's crazy, man. That is crazy. Nuke them with a nuclear obelisk. I assume that requires uranium stuff, which I have not gotten into yet. So we need 100, then I'll need some extra for actual gas filters. So let's just use up this whole stack of mycelia, actually, or organic biomass, whichever. Alright, and then I gotta go pick up some coal. Actually, I might have a little coal in my storage over here. Maybe. I feel like I need some sulfur and coal for some stuff I want to do. Okay, I have a little coal. I don't have any sulfur over here. Alright, gas mask. There it is. Beautiful. And then we gotta make some filters. 8, 9, 10. Seems good. Alright, so I can just put this on my face, right? Very nice. I don't have to swap it out. That's great. What can I put on my body? Parachutes, maybe? I guess have to be parachutes. Uranium goes to college. That was a stretch. New features you learned about. If you're standing close to a machine and aiming at it, you can Control C to copy express speed settings. Control V then any machine. Okay, I have to play that. Play with that. And now you don't have to open the menu. That will make it a lot more. What is the word? Convenient. That does sound way convenient. Alright, so I need high-speed connectors and some other things going for this stuff. What about mycelia? Gas Obelisk. Okay. Synthetic polyester fabric. And another hand equipment. Oh man, there's a lot of stuff I want here. Okay. Alright, so I need to go get synthetic polyester fabric. I'm not actually making any of that. What is that? Residue, polymer residue stuff yet? God, I need a lot of fabric for a lot of this stuff. Okay, apparently I just need a crap ton of organic biomass. Or it's just called biomass, isn't it? Yeah, biomass. Give me all the biomass. Good thing I have all this stuff just sitting in here. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm not running out of that anytime soon. I think hazmat suit goes in the body. Oh, okay, I don't think I've unlocked that yet. Yeah, parachute, with a jetpack. I mean, it could probably be a fail-safe, but I don't feel like that's something I probably really need. Okay. Just gonna play with the ma'am here for a bit, because we have some new stuff to play with, and you gotta always play with your new toys, you know? Gotta play with your new toys. Trying to think. Like, I'm guessing hazmat suit is unlocked once you get to nuclear tech, which is probably the next phase up, which we're still a ways away from. Okay. That was under mycelia. Yes, I want hand equipment slot. Absolutely. I need a synthetic. I need polymer resin for that. Gas Obelisks. I would like that just to unlock it. Which is I need to make some actual Obelisks. Which those I probably need black powder for. Black powder for, don't I? Black powder. I have black powder automated, I think. Like a temporary automation solution for that. Man, we have a lot of stuff just backed up there. Is my awesome sink moving? Hopefully my awesome sink is moving. It's all moving? It's all moving. I need to update that to a tier 4 belt, actually. This is, I believe, black powder. Beautiful. Perfect. Glad I did that. Way to go, past Rand. How's this backed up? Because all of these are backed up. There's too much stuff trying to go into my awesome sink, I guess. Yeah, well, we'll work on that later. We're playing with toys right now. So I need to make the Obelisks. Obelisk. There we go. About 20 of these right now. Oh, that was 19. Okay, it's fine. So we can now make gas Obelisks, which I guess is the stuff that usually does damage to us, and we can do that against enemies now, I guess? This guy, what am I missing? Oh, did I use up all of my alien remains already? Do I need to do another alien remains? Hot. Oh, is it a different type of protein? I already have this protein. Maybe I used all of it. Let me craft one and see. Okay, good. Maybe it's any type of protein. You have to get next tier project parts before I can get to the really cool stuff. They've made handcrafting basic rifle ammo far less tedious. You can make 500 rounds really fast once you automate some smokeless powder, even without a whole weapons factory. Nice. So I need to get some polymer resin for that, or whatever that's called, residual stuff. Shatter rebar. Okay. Explosive resonance application. Pulse Obelisk. Oh my god, there's some crazy stuff here. There's the smokeless powder you were just talking about. Let's get that researched. And that unlocks the rifle now. Okay, alright. Wow, explosive. Oh my gosh. Experimental power generation. Alright, I need some sulfur for that. Okay, oh, and I have some of these guys. There was a crystal oscillator thing I needed for under, was it this? Oscillators for something, for that. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be making explosives for a while now here, looks like. Pulse Obelisk is fun. You can basically Quake-style rocket jump with it. That's crazy. Alright, let me go conveyor belt mark 4 with all of these guys. I want to update these guys. Come on. Is that already at 4? No, it's not. It's hard to get this in here. Giggity, that's what she said. There it is. There. Come on. Makes a click sound like it wants to. No. Oh, this is hard to up. Oh, there it is. It's hard to upgrade in this little tiny space between these guys. There we go. There. 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 Ren knows if he doesn't give it, that's what she said. Chat will do it for him. That's right. I've watched enough Office, I know. There, and there. That should get things flowing a little bit more here. There we go. Now we're getting some more overflow. Backing up a little less. All right. Although, it's kind of nice to see all this stuff backing up. It means I have so many resources, like all of my stuff. Still, these ones down at the end are just not flowing. That's fine. Okay, I needed a whole bunch more black powder. I need, like, this entire... 1, 2, 3. I need this entire storage worth of black powder for all the stuff we're going to be making here, looks like. We throw that, and that in there for now. Okay, so I need a lot of Obelisks for what we're trying to do here, right? This guy needs, that needs a bunch of rebar. That needs 100 Nobelisks. Oh my goodness. Okay, we can make 200. Fix It thanks you for your future coupon purchases. Alright, I think I can get the rifle now. Although I might need to automate something. No, it's motors. I think I can actually make the rifle. Although I just am getting into the rebar stuff. I don't even know if I want to go to the rifle yet. But rifle is a huge upgrade to the rebar gun, I think. Okay. Too much fun stuff to play with, man. We need to go out hunting some spiders, because apparently spiders have new protein or whatever we need to get from them. Okay, there's 100 of those guys, so that would be for explosive resonance application. Rebar does more damage, but shoots slow. Explosive rebar is great. Okay. This guy, I don't have some of those things going. All right, let's get the shatter rebar. I kind of just want to get all these unlocked. I need 150 rebar. So I need a bunch more of these guys here. We're just gonna get, I know it's gonna take a little bit of time to unlock all these things, but hey, it's new toys. We gotta play with our new toys. Alright, so rebar actually does more damage than the rifle, huh? Okay. Maybe I won't go for the rifle yet then. Oh, this will actually let me find out how high this stacks too. I like the idea of the stun rebar. Being able to stun my enemies, then going up them, hitting them with my sword thing, or yeeting them off a cliff. All sounds really, really cool. I'm just gonna need 150. Okay, well, we went a little over. That would be this guy. Rebar shoots in an arc instead of straight. Ah, that's true, yeah. It's not a hit scan or whatever. So a rifle's got that going on. I wanted this. So I needed 25 sulfur. Got to pick that up. At least I have all the materials for all this stuff. I just gotta go around grabbing it. Alright, 25 of this guy. And we better get extra in case I need it for something else. Just get a whole crap ton of this stuff. I can throw it in storage to use. Get like 100, maybe 125. The new shatter rebar does really great DPS. Really? Okay. And it sounds like you have a lot of options for weapons now, which is pretty awesome. Because usually you had, you know, melee and then rebar and then later gun. But with all different ammo types and stuff, sounds like you have a lot more options. That's really cool. Okay. Experimental power generation. What does this unlock? Compacted coal. Wow, I actually have to use a hard drive for compacted coal? Oh, this unlocks turbo fuel. Oh, okay. Well, we are gonna want that. Wow, I need 2 hard drives for that. Really? I have to use hard drives for that? Oh man, I guess they're trying to make you have other uses for hard drives or something, but that seems crazy to me. Wow, nuclear deterrent development. It was a weird one. It just used to be a random hard drive find. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So that's basically, it's just you can now choose what your hard drive unlocks with this rather than it being a random thing. Okay, that's less trolly than I thought it would be. Cluster Obelisk, explosive rebar, rifle, turbo rifle ammo. Okay, which one do I want to do? Let's go. Okay, let's get to explosive. What is that? Black. What is how do I make? How do I make this powder? Can I not hand make that? Oh, I can't hand make that, can I? Looks like I cannot hand make the, what is it called? The somethingless powder. The smokeless powder. Looks like I can't hand make that. Alright, looks like I'm gonna have to automate smokeless powder. How does smokeless powder work? An assembler? No. Oh, it requires a refinery. Okay. So that's, what is that, 8? Smokeless powder. Ah, it requires heavy oil residue plus black powder. Okay, that's gonna take me making some builds. You can't handcraft compacted coal either. Okay, that's gonna take some finagling. So let me hold off on that for right now. Let me throw some stuff out of here first. I kind of want to go playing with my shock rebar and stuff. Stun rebar. Although you said shatter rebar is really good too. Really good DPS. I kind of want to try some of that too. Let's try some new ammo types here. Go out and try to explore the new biome. So the new biome is released, right? It's in like the northeast part of the map. So we can maybe go explore some new map areas while trying out some of our new stuff. I think that is yeah, that actually works. It's good DPS if you're close. It's basically shotguns. They spread out, fewer shots will hit at long range. What are you talking about? What weapon? The shatter rebar? I definitely want to try out the shatter rebar for sure. Cool. I'm gonna have some stun rebar and some shatter rebar. Why is this not making? Here we go. I'll try out the 2 different ammo types here. Let me get rid of my fabric. And now I actually have gas filter. I can get some of the things I couldn't get before too. Or the gas mask. Throw fabric into here. And we can kill some of the other animals we need to get that stuff. We're gonna go out exploring. I would like to get some hard drives for some of the stuff we need to unlock. Let me take a stack of each item type to make sure we have what we need. What do I not have a stack of? Motors. I have almost a stack of motors. AI limiters. Are AI limiters over here? I thought I had those automated, didn't I? Yeah, right over here. Stack of those guys. How are we doing on these guys? Okay. I feel like I need to get more plastic and rubber too. I have a new hand slot so I can throw like the scanner. I think I'm just gonna not carry the zip line around, especially now that I have jetpack. The zip line just seems kind of lackluster. Alright, let's go get a little rubber and plastic. We're gonna go explore the new biome. I probably need to check if any of my factory's been broken by the update. It seems like things are still flowing pretty well. How do I change ammo types? Ah, there we go. Stun rebar. Whoops. There we go. Oh, the little blue things, that's cool. So it looks like I have to fire one and then change it for the ammo type to change. I mean, I should be working on factory stuff, but who's got time to mess with factory stuff when I got new guns to play with, man? You can H to holster now. H to holster. Oh, so I can have nothing in my hand. Okay, that's pretty cool. All right, so northeast. Oh, wow, I already see some new animal stuff over there. Are those the hatchers? I have a feeling those are the hatchers. Where? Wait a second. Okay, so there's a way to go up there. Alright, let's go see what's over here. Those look like new things. Those are definitely different things than I thought. Those spawn nasty bugs. Those are the hatchers. Okay. Nasty bugs. That is... Oh god. That's a new display for the... Not the summer sloop, but the other thing.
Your contract legally compels you to harvest this artifact.
Okay. Okay, that looks sketchy. Okay, they're opening. Okay, I shocked you. Oh god. God, I can't even.
Breaking news from Earth. Widespread chaos and mayhem. World President urges all citizens to do their part.
Is he hatching? Oh man, it looks like eggs.
Harvest.
Okay, alright, I need to make you stop making noise. Mercer sphere. Really, I have to go up on top? How do I? Guess I have jetpack.
I strongly advise you to harvest this specimen.
They open but don't spawn bugs. Hatchers are totally broken in your world right now. Okay. Yeah, it seemed like I was supposed to fight something there, but didn't actually have to fight anything, so cool with that. Alright, where did I say I want to go? Northeast. So I've been avoiding exploring up there too much. Let me make sure I have some mining down here. Let me make sure my mining is not broken down here. Oh, what is this crater? Is there a... There's Samor and there's... Yeah, there's uranium in there. Okay. The egg yolk is supposed to puke out bugs every few seconds. I heard there's going to be another patch soon to fix that, I assume. Okay. Okay. We're just going to kind of explore, see what's new in the world. And with jetpack and other stuff, we're pretty... and Blade Runners, we were able to really move. Oh, it feels so good to finally have the jetpack and the Blade Runners on. The way to fix that is restart, but this is a shame of this. That is a shame of this playthrough. I would have to start a whole new game for it to fix that. Well, I'm not doing that. So if those are just broken, I'm not. I'm not redoing my entire run. So we're gonna have. Sounds like we might just have broken whatever those are called for this playthrough. Okay, I'm pretty sure I can explode those guys. Okay, I need to make more of those, but... Okay, I already got this guy, right? Oh, I don't. I just need 2 quartz crystal. Really? I never got this one? I was sure I got this one. They didn't, like, respawn the drop pods, did they? Well, let me go get this hard drive. Who needs a parachute? Whee! Let me go get some quartz crystal real quick for that. Dog walking time. You'll be back later. Enjoy the carnage. Free something and yeet it off a cliff for you. I'll do my best. I need to make more explosives. So I need to get quartz crystal for that thing. I thought I had all the items, and so many random items. Okay, get this. I did get the hatchers over here. It sounds like hatchers might just be broken for my game forever, for this playthrough anyway. Where's that guy? Okay, I need the stingers, which I assume are from the spider guys. So the Mercer sphere in here. Okay, what did I say I needed? I wanted to make more explosives. Explosives. Novelisks. Pulse Novelisk too. I don't know, but I kind of want to try it. So these stack up to, I think, 50. So I make some oscillators. I can make some pulse novelisks. I should probably try both of these, honestly. This one takes biomass. Okay. Just go down to 1 stack of black powder, or maybe 2. Yeah. Do there. So I need more of these guys. And biomass. Okay, put some over here. Not very much of that. Okay, more biomass. Wow. Well, they're making biomass more needed for stuff with this update, that's for sure. A lot more things to use biomass in. So I need to make the oscillators. I need to keep just 2 quartz crystal for what we want to go pick up over here. Okay, that'll be enough for that. We can make pulse novelisks. Novelisks. Navelisks. Let's go like 20 of those guys. Let's go 20 of these guys, just to try the different types out. This is crazy. I can't believe there's just so many more explosives to play with. 18, 19, 20, and then we'll make another stack of the normal types. 50 gunpowder on us in case we need it for something. Okay, alright, we have some more fun novelisks to play with. Let me throw the excess biomass in there, and the excess these guys in here. Okay, now let's go get that hard drive and then continue what I was trying to do, and that is go to explore. Caterium needs explosive over there, okay. There's just so much more stuff to play with, man. So I assume with this, I choose... I want to try the Pulse Novelisk. See what that does. I'll try to freeze a splitter or something and knock him off a cliff or something. Man, it's so nice to have the jetpack. Just Just to have the jetpack. The verticality is so stinking good. Alright, this will let us unlock a couple different things. We need one hard drive for the certain type of whatchamacallit. Oh, my gas mask just turns on. That's awesome. Did I ever mark this sulfur? No, let's mark this sulfur. This is a normal sulfur. Why can't I place this? I can't place my beacons. Am I borked? Why can't I place beacons? Is there a new way of placing beacons? I'm left clicking, I'm right clicking. R. Am I bugged? Where did they do the beacons? Right click, left click. Oh, I feel like I'm borked. Raven, you know anything about beacons bugging out? Okay, they just disappeared from my hands. They just left my hands. Did I? Okay. I think my beacons are bugged. I do not know what happened there. Okay, let's hope I don't need to place too many beacons. Okay, that mining is looking like it's working. There's some poisony stuff down here. Is there anything in here I need? Not that I can actually safely explore in here. Slug, okay. You haven't had any problems with beacons, but then you did start a new game. Okay. Oh, that's... I hope I don't have a lot of stuff like that where because I don't start a new game, I'm gonna have more things like beacons and stuff. Okay, why? Okay, there we go. So this looks like this is all working still. Okay. Just there remains from before, I guess. Man, if I'm unable to do some stuff because I just haven't started a new game, that would be really sad. That would be really, really sad. Okay, so the new biome. We have some Caterium here. I would love to mark it. Let me try to make... I didn't make any beacons, so maybe the previous beacons worked. Maybe. Let me make some new beacons. Are beacons here and the other thing? Apparently not here. Okay, let me just make one and see if it works. Oh, it placed it, but it's not showing up. Okay. So it looks like I just placed a beacon. Okay, maybe I just don't know how they work. Oh yeah, all those beacons I just placed are there. Can I label it? Is it supposed to have this exclamation point thing? That looks like it's a missing icon or something. Is that what your beacons look like, Raven? Should I be able to do something with this? I'm left clicking and right clicking and I can't seem to do anything with it. Because there is a beacon here. But I can't interact with it. Looks like my beacons are borked. I can't label it. Is there how are you supposed to Oh, okay. So if I click on the beacon itself. Okay. Cancel. If I click on this beacon, which I can't click on it when I'm standing right next to it, maybe. Okay, so if I click on this beacon, I can now say Caterium normal. Select icon. Is there, what's for mining? Maybe this, I guess. There we go. Okay, so I can't see the beacon in the world. So I don't know how I would ever pick it up. Is there a way to remove a beacon in the world? Like all these things I just placed. Can I remove these? Remove marker. Okay. Is this working? Am I slowly getting rid of all these extra ones I placed? We have the jetpack, we do, Vega, and it's pretty awesome. Okay, I just placed it. God. Is this working? I think it's working. It's a little weird. It almost looks like it wasn't consuming my beacons. Does one beacon allow you to place a lot of beacons or something? I believe there was sulfur up there. This is working? This is how it's supposed to work? Okay. Okay. So this guy, I believe, was sulfur. I think it was like sulfur normal or something. Do that. And then select icon, that. Okay. Alright, cool. Okay, I don't see the beacon in the world, which is a little weird to me because that's completely different than it used to be, but that's okay. What I'm looking for is hard drives. What I kind of want to do, I feel like this floor looks different. I don't remember this big, weird looking thing here before. Is there an enemy here? Yes, there is. Let's try stunning these guys. I feel like their sounds they're making are even louder and more annoying than they were before. That's okay. Okay, let me see if I can... Oh, why did it change? Yeah. Okay. I don't have to select the type every time I reload, do I? That would be annoying. Okay, I want to... What's the button for this? V? No, it's not that. There it is. I want this. Hard drives. So we're heading northeast looking for hard drives as we do a little bit of exploration. We'll do some building later. The first part of the stream, though, has got to be playing with our new toys. Gotta play with all the new toys. And I just love that I can use Blade Runners and the jetpack. It's so good. Wow, they have some new, just weird stone things. Weird stone things. Oh wow, look at those waterfalls. Where's that water even coming from? This is crazy. I see a slug. I saw a slug somewhere over here. On one of these little thingies down here. There it is. It's over there. Oh, whew. Okay, I thought I wasn't gonna be able to stand on that. This is the new. Is this the new biome with all the arches? We're kind of in that area, aren't we? Wow, all these waterfalls and stuff. This is really cool looking. Is this the new biome? I'm not sure. The mushroom biome looks semi... I don't know. I think this looks new. I feel like a lot of what I'm looking at here looks really different. With all the waterfalls and stuff. Oh, I'm not seeing any hard drives, but wow, look at the water. Like weird stuff underneath the water. I saw a poisony area over there. I'm gonna go check out the poisony area to see if there's a hard drive there I can get. This looks really cool, this biome. Maybe I'll have to build a satellite factory out here somewhere. So I tried to find the way to make it so that the game saved my options. Factoid gave me a thing for that, and it just doesn't seem to work. Hologram color. Let's go with the pink-purple color. And audio. My music volume's down. Go master volume down a little bit and factory volume down a little bit. I found the place where it said user interface or user settings save file I made, and his thing was that it said something like that's set to be read only. Mine was not read only, so I still haven't figured out how to fix that. Got an NGB run with 3,500 points. You died in the first phase of the boss. Yikes, that's sad. Okay, there's the Poisony Biome. God, I love these water. I don't know how there's water coming out of the rocks, but it looks really cool. Is there anything useful in here? A bunch of poison in here. What's in this Poisony Biome? Nothing useful? There's not a way to, like, blow up these things, is there? Can I blow those up? I'm gonna try. Regular Obelisk. Wow, it cleared the flora. Okay, so I can't blow up the poisony things. Okay, good to know. Try Pulse Obelisk. I need to reload it though, don't I? Yeah. Okay, well, so far, hard drives, I've not found anything. I should keep an eye out for, like, oil and stuff and mark it on my map. There are multiple kinds of Nobelisks. Yes, that's one of the big updates. Oh, man, there's, like, coral reefs and stuff? Oh, this is cool. It's a tropical paradise. Paradise in this biome. Yeah. There's apparently a nuclear obelisk now, but I don't have the nuclear stuff unlocked. I have a gas obelisk and a pulse one, which I think knocks things back, but I haven't played with that yet. I need to find a big enemy on a place that we can knock them off for that to be useful. Okay, I don't know if my thing is broken or if I've just gotten all the hard drives, because there are no hard drives out here. Let's head more... Well, I guess we'll explore this area. What does the gas one do? I assume it pumps out gas that damages my enemies. I hope it would damage my enemies and not me. What is this black? Is there coal or anything over here? So far, I'm not finding any resources. This biome is gorgeous, but kind of barren from lacking in useful materials. Beautiful, but not useful. That's how I would categorize this biome so far. Oh! Alright, finally, we got a hard drive somewhere. This way? It's up above me. Up here somewhere. Okay. Hope I have whatever material I need for it. Alright, we got these mushroom stair steppers. No, not enemies. Not enemies, this. Can't tell if it's above or below. Above or below. Okay. I think it might be up here. Yeah, up here somewhere. Yeah, right up above me, I think. Beautiful. Alright, anything guarding this? This would be the perfect place to stun a guy and then Obelisk him out. So let me actually change it so that the Obelisk thing is right next to the stun rebar. Okay. Alright, anybody want some of this? Is there really nothing guarding this? There's like almost always something guarding these things. Okay, alright. Heavy modular frames. AI limiters. Let's pick up all the stuff if we have room for it. You know, I should have had one of these things in my MAM already going. Alright, just need 30 motors. Perfect. Is it like a thermobaric explosive? I have no idea what that is, so I'm going to say maybe. Maybe it is just like that. They didn't change this, did they? Can you still do this? I think you can still do this. Although I wanted 2 of them for what? For sulfur. I wanted 2 of them for these guys. So I need actually coal and sulfur to do these guys. But I'll just get 1 going for right now. Okay. Any other usable materials here? Looks like no. Okay. Okay, so before it was still scanning ones that I've already gotten, so I think they might have actually changed that, which I like. Okay, where's my base? I feel like I'm having a hard time moving my map around. Aren't I supposed to be able to click on the map and move it around? I don't know. Okay, so my base is down there. I actually know that there's some... I marked some things somewhere. I should have beacons on some guys. They might actually be down below, and I can't move my map for whatever reason. I can't move my map. Let's go down this way. Continue to explore some. If we don't explore with the new exploration update, when will we explore? I have a feeling there's got to be something on top of that waterfall. Let's go look up there, because it just looks really cool. So glad I have the jetpack for exploring this new biome, though. This would be a lot more annoying if we didn't have the jetpack, that's for sure. Do I have to build to get up here? Do I really have to? Yeah, and I can't get all the way up there. Let's see. You had an idea to pave this whole area and turn it into a minimal. The giant waterfall will be a $10 car wash. Okay. Where is... Can I just build a ladder? What is it? Transportation. Architecture. Can I just build a ladder here? Yes, I can. Cheese way to do it, but I'm going to do that. A mini mall, not a minimal. Okay. You wanted to pave paradise and put up a parking lot is what you wanted to do. Can I stand on this? Yes, I can. I'm not gonna be able to get up here, am I? I am like falling through. Okay. Apparently there's a limit to how tall I can make this ladder. All right, please. Thank you. Okay, apparently ladder is not the way to go here. Apparently ladder is not the way to go. Alright, let's just make a ramp. Stop trying to be fancy. Stop trying to be fancy. There, and I can fly to that. Trying to get all fancy with it. I have a feeling there's gotta be like a slug or something up here. That's why I'm checking. Although, I'm on power slug and it's not dinging me, so... Guess there's not. Okay, so there's nothing up here. Except a beautiful view. It is gorgeous over here. Alright. So, that's the desert biome. So this... What I'm looking at here, I think, is the new biome, right? What is the new biome called? Not the northern forest, right? Well, let's just start flying over stuff and see if we get a ping anywhere. It's a gorgeous view. It really is. And there's waterfalls just falling out of rocks randomly in this biome. It's called the Spire Coast. Okay. Quite a fitting name for sure. Feels a little empty. Like I'm not seeing oil patches. I'm not seeing resource nodes. Maybe if I scanned for the resource nodes, I'd find them, but it just feel like I'm not seeing much. Currently. I wonder if they're still in the process of adding all that stuff or something. Oh, there's more of those hatcher guys. Go get some of their materials. I need to go out exploring at night probably to get spiders or something. Okay, yeah, this looks broken. These look like they're supposed to be doing something that they're not doing. Go underwater. There's coral. I did check some of the coral earlier. Okay, let me try stunning this guy. No, that missed. There we go. Stun him. Okay, I think I need a different type of obelisk. I think I need... Let's try the poison obelisk. Let's try that. Okay, it keeps swapping to the other type of ammo. I need to not have the other type of ammo on me. Let's do that. Okay, whiffed. These guys look slightly different. They didn't used to have these growths on them. Okay, so looks like that's going to damage him over time. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's see if it actually kills him or not. Damn it, let me just get rid of the... It killed him. All right, do I take damage from this? I do. So I self-damage in that poison. But if I have the gas mask, it's not horrible, but still, that's pretty crazy. What am I looking for? I'm looking for... Is this the guy that lets me build ammo? No, it's the other guy. I just want to turn all of my rebar into other rebar so that it stops doing the thing. I haven't tried the shatter oh, that's, yeah, that's a stun. I need to try the shatter rebar. There's really nothing here but oil. Okay, so this is like the oil biome, so... So I need to go find some oil and mark it on my map. Wow, there's a lot of these guys here. Oh, the doggos look a little different too, and they run. Running doggos. It's weird that the gas novelist damages the creature since it appears to be the same as the gas pillars, which don't. Yeah, that does seem weird to me as well. Let's try the shatter rebar. Okay, that was a very loud sound. I'm not quite sure what the shatter rebar is doing. Ha, he got killed by his friend. Oh, I see, I see. Okay, so it's got a spread to it. Yeah, it's got a spread to it, but if I go up close, it gets hit by the entire thing, looks like. Whoa! Whoa! Alright, the physics might be a little bugged. Just a little bugged physics. Get yeeted, that's right. Wow, that guy flew, man. Yeah, this does seem to be pretty good damage on this. I'm kind of glad those hatchers aren't hatching things, because I feel like they'd really freak me out. Well, if there's oil in this biome, let's actually scan for oil, so we can at least find something useful in this biome. Oh, it's right next to us. So I can know where I can come to actually get some oil. Is this it? There it is. Okay, so we got impure. We got an impure oil patch right there. And what's this one over here? Oh, wow, there's oil all over the place here. And this guy is normal. Okay, so I'll put in the middle, we have an impure and a normal oil patch here. So I place a beacon, then I have to go to my map. This is awkward. The beacons are a little awkward to me. Like, I can't click on it when I'm standing on top of it, which is pretty annoying. Oil, say 2 oil, crude, not crude, it's normal, and what's the other one called? Normal and impure, I think. Normal and impure. And we'll make that a liquid thing. Okay, so we'll mark that. Alright, let's see if we got any hard drives around here. Oh my gosh, there's so many of these plasma spitters or whatever. You don't use beacons anymore, just open the map and place a marker directly. Beacons disappear as soon as you place them and turn into a map icon. I don't know how to place them on the map. Oh, right-clicking lets me move the map though. New map marker. Ah, okay, remove. There we go. So I'm not supposed to use it. I'm not supposed to do it like I used to do it. No wonder it was throwing me off. Okay. So do I even use beacons? Do I have to have beacons on me to do that? Or are beacons just fluff now that I don't need to mess with? I really like these waterfalls. They seem physically impossible, but they look cool. I would like to find one more hard drive so I can have 2 to do those 2 sulfur ones. So let's go find one more hard drive before we go home. There's no reason to use beacons anymore, so I can just kind of dump them on the ground, eh? Oh, I apparently did that already. Or used them all up. The beacons are lit! They're also useless. Alright, here we go. We're checking out the underwater coral, and I can barely move underwater. And now it looks like I'm flying. Okay. Underwater mechanics can be a little funky. I think we've just passed into the desert biome here. Or we're at the edge of the desert in the... Would you call it the Spire Plateau or something? Gondor calls for aid. Rohan will answer. Because the beacons are lit? Okay. Is this more oil? Okay, impure oil here. And we got another thing over here. Let's see what this one is. Might as well mark these oil. 2 impure oils. Alright. 2 impure oil. Icon. Okay, when I use the beacon, I have fewer icon choices? These are different icons. This is weird. So I had different... So for the ones I did earlier... This one... Wait, did I not save this one? I think this was... Is that the oil and the other thing I did earlier? Yeah, well, I'm using the drop. Oil... 2 oil... Normal and impure. I think that was this one. See, look at this. It's different icons when I use the beacons, when I don't use the beacons. That's weird. That is weird. They'll remove them eventually. They're currently used in the nuclear fuel unit recipe, so they haven't pulled it yet. Have I unlocked radar towers? Not yet, I don't think. Makes marking nodes locations unnecessary, but you do have to power them, and they take 30 megawatts. Okay. I think I have the ability to unlock them. I don't think I've done that yet. And I am not finding... Nope, not power slugs. These hard drives. Where am I? I need to head back down south. So, marking node locations become unnecessary when I do that? Okay, alright. I definitely need to get that going then. Because I have beacons all over the place marking nodes. But if that becomes unnecessary, maybe obsolete would be the word. I would like to make that obsolete. Yeah, there's those hatcher guys. No, I'll be honest, I'm kind of glad those are broken, because if they're really annoying insect things, I would not want to have to mess with really annoying insect things. Since I already got to mess with spiders. Okay, can I get up here? Probably have to ramp my way up here. Ah, I could probably do this. Come on, come on. Yes. Super nice, just opening the map, seeing what nodes are around. It will even mark which ones are claimed already. Okay, sweet. Yeah, we got to set that up. I might be close to doing that, but not have the ability to do it yet, because I think it might require something that I just unlocked. Circuit boards or something like that, that I might not have automated yet. But that might be something we can get to today, if I can stop exploring. I just want one more hard drive. That's all I want. One more hard drive. One more hard drive is what I'm looking for. Surely there's one around here somewhere. There isn't, and don't call me Shirley. Sorry, Shirley. My name's Tim. Okay, Tim. Okay, Shirley. All right, let's just do this. There. Tim the Enchanter, that's the one. Tim the Enchanter. There are some who call me Tim. Bugs are much dumber now. They have 1 HP and fly you in straight lines, but now they just keep spawning until you kill the Hatcher. Ah. So they've replaced the really bright blue and orange guys that used to be there. Okay. Wow. Speaking of waterfalls coming out of spires, they just really love that mechanic. Sure, there's something useful up here. I feel like this is near where I had my base in my last game. I was in the middle of the desert my last game. I think I built something on this big plateau in my last game. Behold the power of Zoop. Yeah, down there. That desert is where I built my base in the last run. I know there's some hard drives down there. Yep. I'm pretty sure right next to this long river of water is where I built my base in my last game. And I'm pretty sure over this way there's at least one hard drive. I actually liked the desert biome. A lot of wide open spaces for building. Some copper down there. I'm probably not going to get any of these resources because they're just so far away from my home base. I'll grab one of these guys. Uh-oh, it's coming at me. He's looking at me. Don't you look at me. Okay.
Comply.
Community is speculating that the water spouts are actually alien tech that has gotten buried. Okay, interesting. Ah, nostalgia. I had a giant base. I remember climbing that. There's a place underneath that's got like an underground... some underground stuff. Yep. This was underneath my factory before. I built my factory right on top of this area. This is quartz.
You are so lucky that you found this most valuable artifact.
There are at least 2 easy hard drives nearby. Desert biome is great once you nuke all the pesky trees. Yeah. Okay, I think there might be one over this way, and I know there's 1 or 2 that way. So let me explore the desert biome just a bit to find some stuff. There's a slug we can grab. There's like little hidden underground caves under areas like that. At least one that I know of. Some coal over here. Long-time viewer, first-time commenter. What loop hero mod is this? Okay. Plunder Pig, I don't believe any of what you say. Yeah, I built my first train I built that kind of went, oh, there we go. That went around this entire biome. Oh, another summer sloop thingy. Let's get these useless things.
Harvest.
I am harvesting it. Just hope I have the materials I need on me to get these things. Any animals guarding this thing? Looks like no. Let me see if it stops beeping once I open it. 50 megawatts. Okay, that's easy. Power. That's 2 biomass things. There. So we beep, 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 beep. I open. Oh, I have to put fuel in them. Whoopsie. Go. Do these not do 25 megawatts? How much do these do? 30. Okay. There it is. Okay. And nice. I don't think it used to do that. I think it used to keep beeping even at ones that you've already claimed. So I like that change, if that is a change. Okay. Have we met? Oh my god, did the COVID break your brain? Please tell me the COVID didn't break your brain. We have totally met, sir. Let me turn these guys into... not that. This. Change so that it tracks hard drives instead of crash sites. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Can I turn all these things into protein and a protein stack? It does. But I actually need to keep the hatcher remains. Okay. Once the item removed, it stops beeping, just like with food. I like that very much. That's a very nice quality of life thing for exploration. How dare you, sir? You've never had COVID. You coughed so hard, his brain got jumbled. Well, I shouldn't make fun of you for that, but come on. Come on, you know me. You're the trolliest troll of all trolldom. I was going to do something. Ma'am. I'm going to do another ma'am. Because the other one should be done by now. Alright. Electrode circuit board. Coated cables. And steel canisters. I don't think I care about steel canisters. I'm thinking about this electrode circuit board. Is that coal? Oh, that's coke. That's petroleum coke plus rubber. That seems pretty useful. Still talking about potentially making it so you can disassemble crash sites once the hard drive is removed. Okay. I don't think I care about coated cables. I don't think I care about steel canisters. Let's go with this. And let's get another one going. Okay, so there should be another one over this way, I think. And I want to go in the underground area because I need to actually kill some... I think the underground area will have some spiders in it that I need to kill. And there's some good resource nodes out here, too. There's lots of iron out in the desert. Iron and copper. I might just need to build a train that goes to the desert to come mine out all these resources. Because... I really like how spread out and prolific the materials you can get in the desert art. Is this a new playthrough or did I get to continue from a previous build? This is a new playthrough. Okay, where is that hidden underground cave area? I don't have room for you, do I? I need to just drop something. Let's drop that for now. Where is that hidden underground cave? I assume it's still around here somewhere. Wow, the desert ones, these guys look different. He's got like spikes on him and stuff. Okay. Oh, I think it might be right here. Is this it? There it is. Aha! What's changed in this update? Well, there's been two updates since I last played. And I don't know if I can even begin to name all the stuff that's changed. This most recent update was the big exploration update. So they've added different ammo types. I thought there'd be spiders in there. Different ammo types to the Rebar gun. They changed a bunch of recipes. There's just a lot of stuff. All the recipes for circuits are good. In some situations, you love the silicon circuit boards because it eliminates oil products entirely. Nice. This looks like there's a wreck. Okay, there's the wreck. Okay. I'm currently using like shotgun ammo, which is newly added to this guy here. Oh, what can I drop? What can I drop? 9 extra AI limiters, I guess, to pick up these guys. There's a yellow slug over there, I believe. Motors I want. Okay, what do you need? Nothing. Okay. All I need for you is to touch me kindly. Okay, I'll touch you very kindly. Pick up reinforced iron plates. Okay. That's probably good enough. Let's head over. Oh, I need to explode this guy is what I need to do. So I need to... Is there a way to reload? Can I pick this up without exploding it? Doesn't look like I can. But you can multi-explode them, and somehow that didn't work. Okay. Oh, great. Touch you kindly has been added to the quotes. Beautiful. So glad. Which one is it? I can never remember which one does what I want it to do. I think it's this one that will turn my slugs into the not slugs. Nope, I always choose the wrong one. It's like USB ports when you plug them into your computer. You try it one way, thinking that's the right way, and it's always the wrong way, and you have to do it the other way. And then you flip it again, and then it's the right way. You do see the super cool S's. Yes, the summer sloops. Those have been in the game for a while. They're still not useful for anything. Unless they changed that with the update, but I don't think they did. I'm pretty sure those summer sloops are still not useful. Oh, okay. So we're gonna head back to our base, which is this way. I know there's more of those things over there too. More hard drives. They're all over the place, but we'll just make our way back home. I really like the desert biome. I think the desert might actually be my favorite biome, just for material and building accessibility. So I might make a secondary like mining base over here once I get like just a place where I have a train stop and a crazy amount of smelting for materials that will then send to our main base. What's all this poison stuff? Is there something below? Why is there a random poison there? That's weird. Touch You Kindly is my band name. First album is Petting Zoo. Nice, nice. I'd go check out your band. Sounds like a very positive, gentle, nice little group you got going there. Okay, I think it might be above me. Oh, nope, here it is. Alright, let's see if I can yeet this guy. So, first things first, change it to stun. And let me get this guy changed to pulse. Okay. Alright. R. Here we go. Stun. Woo! Okay. Sadly, there's no large cliff to knock him off of, but that works. Oh, if you hold that down, I think it goes further. I have a feeling that the pulse is not good unless you're at the edge of a cliff, honestly. It seems like stunning and then just hitting them with my sword works well too. Heard Touch You Kindly was influenced by the Divinals. Who? Who are they? Okay, we have the encased industrial beams. We just need the battery. Okay. When I think about you, I kindly touch myself. Whoa, I don't want the way you make me feel. If you get it right under them, we'll throw them up in the air. As long as it's not a Michael Jackson tribute band. Yikes! Let's not go there. Don't talk ill of the dead, my friend. I feel like there should be more stuff on the ground than just some random motors, but okay. Alright. And more of these guys as we go. Where's our base? This way. That is the Divinities, the I Touch Myself song? Okay. I didn't actually know the name of the group that did that, so... Good to know. I see a yellow slug up there. A yellow slug marine. Finally got done recording the pipe tutorial. Oh. Oh, okay. Are you going to post on YouTube? Alright. Let's go ahead and do this. Alright, that worked pretty well. Nice. Once you get it on YouTube, you can give us the link and I can maybe check it out. Personally, would appreciate this game more if the enemies were tougher. Well, I think the enemies have been changed, some Plunder Pigs, so... I will say one of the enemies that I just killed is actually bugged, because this is experimental and it's early access, so... Oh, there's a hard drive. Wait. Why did you act like there was a hard drive real close for a second there? They are supposed to be tougher than they currently are, or at least one of those groups of enemies is. These guys right here, these hatchers, are supposed to be sending insects at me, but they're borked, so... There's a hard drive over here. I see it. But I will say the enemies are easier than Subnautica. That's true. But I would also say this game is way more building heavy than Subnautica, and Subnautica is way more exploration and fighting heavy. So it's... Basically, you want this game in Subnautica form, and this is a different type of game than Subnautica, in my opinion. This is Factorio meets Subnautica. Oh, come on. Let me do that. Beautiful. Oh, hello. Stunning. That's the shatter one. Okay, fine. If you're just gonna stand there, I'll just do that. Personal opinion. Turns out it didn't record whatever you were saying. Oh, yikes. Two high-speed connectors. I can make those, right? I think I can make those. I think this is the wrong thing, isn't it? High-speed connectors... Nope. Nope. This guy. Make the power shards. And high-speed connectors. Please tell me I can make those. High-speed connectors. What am I missing? A circuit board, which I can make. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, this is actually getting into the next automation stuff I need to get going, actually. So, nice. All right, we've gotten 4 hard drives so far. Is the MAM done again? Yes, it is. Crystal beacons. Well, since beacons are useless, we don't want that. Coke steel ingots. Oh, that seems really nice. Enemy AI is pretty bad right now. They changed the whole underlying AI system, but they haven't really built out all the new behaviors, so temporarily AI is much dumber than it used to be. They're going to be tweaking it throughout this experimental release. Okay, let's definitely get coke steel ingots. That seems really good. Go big or don't go at all. Get a full stack of HDDs. You know, if I could... Damn, that's actually not the... I wanted to do this, but that's fine. I'm kind of getting everyone I can get on the way back home is kind of what I'm doing right now. And there's probably some materials on the ground down here I can grab. Like some motors and things. Like those right there aren't supposed to just sit there doing nothing. They're actually supposed to spew out insects, but probably bugged for my game because I... This is pre-experimental that has been updated to the experimental, which possibly broke those guys. Maybe eventually those will start sending dudes at me if they get that patched or something. Oh, another hard drive. Somewhere. Uh-oh. I hear spiders. Is that the new spider sound? I heard a sound I haven't heard yet. I actually need some spider remains, so... Did it just turn nighttime? I like how there's different versions of these guys. The different biomes have different versions of these plasma spitters, which is pretty cool. The most HDDs you've ever had at one time was 10. Okay. I feel like I heard something. Okay, I don't know if it was spiders or what. This. And this guy, where was it? There was something... This way. I think there's something this way. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I see it. Well, I don't see it, but I see the scanner working. I see a slug. Above it. There it is. And we're getting attacked. Okay, is there anybody guarding this thing? Yep. Oh, where is he? He's hiding in the bushes. Yeah, I think he's dead. Oh, there's another one somewhere. You also hiding in the bushes? Is there another one? Okay, I think we got him. There's an alternative for canisters that uses steel ingots, and coke steel makes that really nice for any setup where you have to package stuff. Oh, I just actually passed on the steel canisters on the previous one. Oh, I see you. Okay. Alright. How many of these damn things are there? Come on, man. Die. I need to get loots, and the loots are not your body parts. 50 megawatts, so that would be 2 of these guys again. Those guys. This. 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 What? 30 plus 30 is 60, which is 10 more than this needs, right? This is keeps... Can I not turn them both on at the same time? Is that what's happening? I don't know. Sometimes these things seem borked. Raptors hunt in packs, clever girl. Okay. Spiders are currently not spawning in your world either. You don't actually need them for anything. The unlock you get is just another alien protein. You think the one I passed on was coated canisters. That one's okay, but need iron and copper. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So if spiders aren't spawning, I will say good riddance, and we're not missing anything important, thankfully. So. Okay. Base is that. Oh, is there another one? No, not power slugs. This. Okay, there's another one over. Golly, there are a lot of hard drives around here. Well, golly. I like the little sound effect they added to collecting the power slugs. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it must be up there. Go this way. Hopefully this is not the one I just got. If it's working correctly, it shouldn't do that. Since it tracks the hard drive and not the actual wreck like it used to. Nice quality of life thing you found is that now you heal back to full instead of just up to the 30%. Passively? Oh, that's cool. Whoa! Okay, let's get some explosives for these guys. Stun them. Whoa! Hi, boys. All right. Explosives are working. So that's good. I'm a fan of that. All right, need 20 megawatts. Okay. And the shaders that we already have. This guy right here. This. 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 Bam. Okay. Alright, we're going to have so many hard drives when we get back home. It'll be great. It will be great. I am pretty much out of inventory space. I need batteries, though. Protein. Full heal thing is so nice. It was so tedious to always munch on fruit. Yeah, that is really nice. I have noticed that I'm like not having to heal as much, so I am definitely a fan of that. Power shards. Have I picked that HD? I had 5 before, still 5 now. Yeah, I picked it up. See, it's empty. I set down a MAM after I got the last one and did more research, so I picked one up while using one. Another one? Oh my gosh, there's so many around here. You know, I marked some, I think, in this direction. So I think maybe... no beacon for this one. I beaconed some of these up. Rude. Okay, any more? Is that all? 30 megawatts, okay. Uh, 30 is actually exactly one of these guys, so that should be all I need. Utimus. You missed that dough, no problem. Bottom left, what? Unlocks for compact coal and turbo fuel are 3 seconds each, so I don't have to wait the 10 minutes for those. Okay. Yeah, but I can't do them right now because I'm missing other materials, so I can't just put them in a MAM and do them real fast. I'm missing like coal or sulfur or some other stuff. What are you doing? I don't remember them doing that before. Okay, that was weird. That little parrot just waiting for an insect to jump in its mouth or something. I don't know, space, okay. Those things are like the time capsules from Subnautica. Yeah, kind of are like that. And another one. Holy crap, so many of these things. They did that before? You saw a group of 3 doing that before? Okay. Alright. Who's guarding this? You. Get shotgun in the face, bro. Okay, not enough space, it's fine. I don't really care. Just, it's only rare materials I care about grabbing off the ground. Apply, really? Alright, ma'am just got done. Alright, we got those. Beautiful. Okay. Alright, we're getting close to getting back home. Let's do another ma'am thing. Here, I'll show you. The reason I haven't done the ones that require are only 3 seconds long.
Tells you to harvest this artifact.
Oh, wait, compacted coal. Isn't that the one we were gonna get ourselves? I think I really want iron wire though. Let me get iron wire. Bio coal does not seem useful at all. He's linking to the Starlink satellites. Yeah, compacted coal right there. I would have to go grab some coal and sulfur for that one. Same thing here, I'd need the actual compacted coal, so I'm gonna hold off on those till I get back home where I can grab those. And we're finding so many hard drives that I don't want to. I want to keep grabbing hard drives while we're on a roll here. Alright, so our base is up there. Boss is on a roll, these poor unfortunate souls. And another one we're close to. Can I sit here? Okay. I have a feeling I'm gonna fall if I try to make this, so let me do this. Oh, we're on power slugs, that's why. Nope, we're on hard drive. No reason to waste HD on one that you can get anytime you want. Yeah, for sure. There we go. And I cannot believe how many of these we're finding. And when I played offline, I could not find any of these things. I was looking all over. Apparently, I was looking in the wrong direction. Or they added a bunch of these or something. 25, all I need is a single... Nice. Single one of these guys. That guy. Bam. Ba-bam. Okay. Not enough space. I'm kind of leaving junk on the ground, but again, it's stuff that I have thousands of back home. Where... Okay. Let me check. Let me make sure we're scanning while I'm going. Alright, looks like we're almost back to, yes, a place I've been. Here we go. So this is where I think I'm... Oh, this is the oil over here, isn't it? Alright, got that one, so that one's not coming up. Great. So this is where I'm farming my oil from. Alright, so we've done enough exploring to start the day. Let's go, get back home, and start doing some things. I need to get the overflow of rubber and oil figured out, or rubber and... Oh, there's another hard drive this way. Which way is it? This way. Overflow of rubber and plastic I need to go deal with. I need to start automating circuit boards and some other things. I'm getting close to the grassland biome. There's a ton there too. Never mind. I'm not where you thought I was. Okay. This, okay, this is one, this might be one I marked. Yeah, 7 supercomputers. Did I mark this one? I didn't mark this one. This one, let's make sure I'm seeing what I think I'm seeing. Yeah, 7 supercomputers, so I can't do this one yet. This is getting close to... I marked a bunch of them on my map. 11 high-speed connectors. There's one that takes 2 superposition oscillators. And this one takes 7 supercomputers, so let me mark it. We'll do this, hard drive, 7 supercomputers. And what's a good hard drive thing? I don't know, I guess this. Drone, sure. Apply. There we go. We're kind of in, I think, a high-end late-game area with all these difficult-to-get things. When do I unlock vehicles fast travel? I already have a vehicle unlocked, and it sucks. The Explorer in this game is not good because there's so much vertical movement you have to do in this game. So, I am getting close to unlocking trains, which is really good for moving stuff around really well. So I marked this box site, right? Yes, I did. But there's really the best way to get around, I think, is what I have, which is yes, blade runners, which make you run faster, jump higher, and a jetpack which lets you kind of float and fly. So I think I pretty much have the best mobility in the game, unless there's something that's added later I don't know about, apart from like using the cannons to shoot yourself around. Yes, this is the one that's got the high-speed connectors, which I think I can make those now, but it's a lot of power and other stuff, so I'm gonna not worry about that one right now. Yeah, hypertube cannons. That's the other best way I can speed up my movement. But that's basically shooting in a fixed direction. It's not a free-flowing move where you want kind of thing. All right, let's go put junk away in our inventory. Or clear out our inventory before we start working some other stuff. We'll take a break. We'll clear inventory. Finish up with our MAM stuff for now. We'll take a break and then start working on actual automation stuff. Yeah, the hypertube cannons. Hypertubes are a way to move around, but they're like fixed locations that you build. Alright, so let's throw... let's see what I want to throw. So like all the high-tech stuff we're not making yet. Circuit boards, batteries. I'm not making heavy modular frames yet. Mercer spheres, summer sloop thingies, alien protein can all go in here, along with all the parts. We need to get the hatcher remains in the MAM, so 3 minutes on that. Is this stone concrete? Looks new, nice. These things are made out of metal and concrete. There are now different foundations you can make that are made out of just concrete, and there are also ones you can make just out of metal. So yeah, you have more skins and stuff for the different types of foundations you can make, which is pretty nice. I have a bunch of wire. Yeah, I'm gonna throw a bunch of wire in here. Okay. Just kind of clearing my inventory for a bit. How many tickets we got? Oh man, we got 24 coupons. So we've gotten a lot more coupons since I upgraded my belts. So I'm gonna throw gunpowder. What can I throw in here? Let's make the slug into a power shard. You like the see-through foundations you get from the store? Yeah, we're using some of those. Talking about the glass guys. We're using some of these for our pipes down here. Which, you know what? I forgot to set this up in our oil facility. We're using a couple of those. Those are pretty nice. Also get shiny concrete, which uses concrete and plastic, or asphalt, which uses rubber. Wow, cool. Can't decide if you like watching me play FTL or Satisfactory better. They're both so good. Why not both? All right, so what's the next thing we need to unlock? I think we need to get manufacture unlocked next, which I can do right now since I'm waiting for my MAM. Let's go ahead and do this. So I need a bunch of cables. We need more plastic and rubber too. There, motors. Let's get 2 stacks of motors. But I'm glad you like both of them because I like playing them both. I honestly like playing this more, but that's just because I get so salty at FTL, of course. Okay, so I just need a little bit more plastic. So let's get some rubber and plastic for that. What's up, BOD Tex? How are you doing, my friend? There's a lot of cool stuff they added in this update. I'm really digging the exploration stuff. I'm hoping this save will not be forever broken with some of the animals, like the spiders that don't spawn and the insects that aren't spawning like they're supposed to. I hope that's able to be fixed without me having to start a new game, because I'm not starting a new game. I've made way too much progress in this to start a new playthrough on here. 1 extra stack. And 1 extra stack of that. Okay. First thing I'm going to do when I start building stuff is get this stuff over to my base so I have plastic and rubber available over there. We'll need to start a basically a conveyor belt that sends stuff over from our oil refining plant to our main factory, because we're going to need plastic and rubber for stuff we're going to be making over there. I'm going to have to start planning how I want to do some of the next builds, because high-speed connectors and circuit boards and a bunch of those things are, I think, a mix of different materials that I have in different places. Alright, so that should unlock manufacturers, I think is what they're called, which lets you do 4...
The manufacturer increases production complexity.
4 different things.
A critical look at production line logistics and efficiency is recommended during
assembler,
integration.
manufacturer, there we go.
The truck allows for increased efficiency in transportation, automated or otherwise.
And I haven't used any of the... oh, trains is the last thing to unlock. Okay. Which I need heavy modular frames and computers. So, those are the things we're going to be working towards. We're still a ways off from getting those, but that's kind of our goal right there. Working towards trains, because getting trains unlocked will be super cool. If it came down to it, I could use a Satisfactory calculator map editor to import my current stuff into new save, but I doubt that's going to be necessary. They'll fix it with patch. Yeah, I'm hoping to avoid doing any of that kind of stuff. Alright, Caterium wire, fused quick wire, recycled plastic. What do you think, Factoid? Which one of these is the most useful? I just got iron wire, so I'm thinking probably not Caterium wire. Recycled plastic might be useful. I feel like any other plastic recipes can be useful. Fused quick wire, 90 per minute. Copper plus Caterium. I feel like I don't want that one. I kind of think I'm leaning towards this one. Let's go with that. And then I need sulfur and coal. Sulfur. I asked and then didn't let you answer, so sorry if you gave me an answer. I think plastic's good. Fused quick wire is great, but I don't need it right now. Okay. Okay, where's some coal over here? Grab that. Okay. Alright, this will let us get the compacted coal, and then I need to make a little bit of compacted coal to unlock the something. Okay, so that's this guy right there. Ah, the turbo fuel, which will be very useful. So now I just need to make 15 compacted coal. Hopefully I can make that real quick. Wait, you said I can't. I can't do that. I have to really quickly do manufacturer. Our assembler. Can I do compacted coal in here? There it is. Compacted coal. If I just throw you guys in here, I can... That's not what I wanted to do. Just make this real quick. Why does that cost a hard drive? Because it's a recipe you used to find randomly in a hard drive. We actually just found this recipe randomly in a hard drive earlier, but now we basically could make it ourselves through the MAM. I was freaking out about that a little bit too earlier, but it's basically just makes it so you can choose to unlock those at whenever you want. Good thing about plastic is you can turn crude oil into entirely plastic. Okay, with fused quickwire and the pure ingot recipes, you can make unbelievable amounts of quickwire off just a couple of nodes. Okay, that's nice. Okay, I think that's all I need for that right now. There it is. Okay. It's beautiful. I believe that's all the MAM stuff I can do until I get smokeless powder automated. Yeah, I basically need smokeless powder automated. I need to get heavy modular frames and circuit boards automated. I don't have any residue going yet, so we pretty much have everything pretty much cut up on everything. So let's get some hard drives going. And my friends, really quickly, GG Milka time. We have completed most of the important MAM stuff we have access to right now. I'm gonna take a quick short break. When we come back, we're actually gonna do automation stuff. Get rubber and plastic over to our base, and then plan out what our next big build is. GG meal kit time, sure. So quick snap, stretch break, use the restroom. When we come back, we will do more Satisfactory automation. Y'all rock. We'll be back in a bit, my friends.